Hey guys, Cool Guy 2258 here, and I'm back with this noisy box here. Massive, noisy, waffle-smelling box, you could say. And I'm here to do part 2 in the Running a 3D Hub series. So, let's get started. So if you didn't watch part 1, I'd highly suggest you watch it first, because in part 1 I explain, well, most importantly, what 3D printing is. I get that some people don't know what that is, and I also explain what 3D Hubs is, because I would guess more people wouldn't know what that is. So I'd highly suggest if you watch it, and most importantly actually, is that this is a continued video of part 1, because in this series I cover what it's like to be a hub on 3D Hubs. So in part 1 I first get my order, the beginning of it, and now this is part 2 because we could not fit it all into one video. So now let's get started. So now we're on the computer and we have our download all models button here. You would click that, but I've already downloaded over here. And it comes in a zip file, so once you unzip that, you get this folder, and when you open that up, you get a readme, and you get another file. So inside this file, you have pictures of some examples, like showing just how people have done it. Wow, massive one. But here's the file we actually need, so I'll just go and hide this, and we drag this, and we drop it right onto there. So you'll see it just like bounced. And we close this. So now we're going to be editing our process settings. And we're actually using Simplify 3D instead of Idea Maker 2, because Idea Maker 2 actually came with the printer. But we decided to use Simplify 3D because of more ability to fine-tune our 3D prints. So first we'll have to select our profile. Our Raise 3D PLA left, that's what we want. And now we just check and make sure everything's good. So all of this is good. Layer, this will have to change because we don't want a 200, we actually want a 100. And bottom, how many layers in each thing. Additions, skirt and raft, yes, we want those, so we'll use those. Infill, we don't need, we need, 20% is good. Support, we don't need support because nothing's really hanging over. Temperature, heated bed 45 is good. 215, 220, Ready extruder, 0 because we're not using it. Cooling. We don't use cooling because PLA will warp because the fan works too well. G-code, never have to do this unless setting it, once you set up the printer. Scripts, obviously, unless you want to change the script of the thing. Other speed, 50 is good. And that's all good. Advanced, that's all good. So now, once we press OK, and we see our little Marvin here, and we press Prepare to Print. And now it'll show it here. You can see our little Marvin. So first it does the skirt, and then the raft, you can see that, and then the feet. Builds up feet into the body. Builds the head, and then the top where the keychain. It says that it'll take 1 hour and 5 minutes. So let's actually start printing. So now that we're done with slicing, now we can actually print. But first, actually, we can't print. We gotta load in our black PLA filament and our roll. And this actually came in a bag because you need to keep them in bags as they'll absorb moisture, and it will wreck the print quality. Probably wouldn't actually wreck it per se. It would just degrade the quality. So now we take it out of this little handy thing, and hold it very carefully because it can unwrap really quickly. Take it in here, roll it up, and now we slot it through. Actually, first things first, we need to cut off the end. I completely forgot, almost forgot, because the end tends to be kind of like mashed up and stuff. So you slot it through, and this part can be a little fidgety because there's a little cap in there that doesn't want to go in often. So I'll just try and get it in if I can. There we go, successful. You can see it coming through there, and we push it in all the way till it goes. And gotta hold this so it doesn't come out. And then we get it into these. We go on our printer, and then we press load. And wait till it gets to 215 degrees Celsius. Luckily, it's already at 215, so we can just load it. And now those gears will be spinning, and if it has it taken it. So now the gears inside here have taken the filament, and it'll be going through. And next step is now to wait for the filament to come out, and I will just get some pliers right here. And now we just wait till it all the filament comes out from our last color, and we start seeing the color that we are printing in, so black. So we just gotta wait till it gets through because it goes pretty slow when you're loading it. So you can see some red there. I don't know if you can see it, but I will show it afterwards. And it makes a really cool, actually a really cool like color shift from the two colors. They always end up really cool. We're just gonna leave it for a little bit so we know for sure it's good. And that should be good now. So we'll press OK. Just wait for it to stop. And now it's done. So we take our pliers, pull it off, and now we end up with this pretty beautiful PLA poop. So I'll just show that. You can see the color shift. I don't know if you can see it. There, you can see it. So it switches from red all the way to black. And I let it run for a little bit because, well, we need more than actually. So yeah, now we can actually start printing. So now to start our print, we take our USB key and then we put it right into the side. So now we've got our USB key in, we press print, we go into USB storage because we have our USB key, SDA1, Marvin keychain, sorry, and we press print. So now it prepares to print. So now our print is starting and it'll start moving at any minute. And you can see it's going back to home and raising up the bed just so it's back to home so it can go for the print. And now we just have to, it's gonna dump a bunch of filament and we just have to hold our tweezers here. And now we got our nice long string of filament. And now it's gonna be starting the print. So now it's printing a nice circular skirt. And this is just to clear any filament that may have been like damaged, bent, whatever. So actually it's starting the raft. So the raft goes underneath and just make sure that it sticks to the surface. And that's why it's going back and forth in lines. So our print finally finished and we got our nice little 100 Marvin here. Turned out really well, And yeah, so now we'll go into the shipping part and on the computer. So we've actually already completed this, but I will go through like shipping and all that. So we'd scroll down and we'd say ready for shipping, and we'd go into step 5. Then we wait. They have 10 days to reply and say they got the ship, and it's up to their quality standards. And if it's not, they can complain, and we'll sort it all out. I've not had that happen, so I don't really know what happens. And if they're happy, then it moves on to the completed step. Or if it runs out of time after 10 days, then it moves into the completed step. So then, oh, and it also marks that it's been delivered. Order has been shipped, and your order is marked as delivered. So now the customer, once it's completed, they are given an option to review it. And thank you, Dark, for giving me all 5 stars. And I can reply, but I actually do not reply to my reviews because I'll show that. It actually doesn't look very good because because I kind of want all reviews. I don't really want what I say. So you can see the first person who actually reviewed it, I responded, and it doesn't look very good. So I just don't respond. So if I don't respond and you are with me, don't think I'm ignoring you and I've gotten your money and now it's done. I actually just don't like to respond because it doesn't look good. And so once they reviewed, and they don't actually have to review, but once it's moved into the completed step, the hub gets the money, and it actually takes a few days to register over into PayPal, and then you get your money, and then we're done. So that wraps up our part 2 video. Thank you guys for watching, and if you liked it, please leave your support in the comment section, and be sure to subscribe and like, because it really helps me out, and I like to know if you guys are enjoying this series, and that goes for any other series that I'm doing right now. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see ya in the next video.
Thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you could help me out by leaving a like or commenting. If you don't want to leave a like or comment, that's okay. Just viewing my videos really helps me out. If you did leave a dislike, please tell me why, as I'm always trying to improve my videos. For more unboxings and gaming videos, be sure to subscribe for new content every week.